So welcome to the video everybody. In this video I want to go through how the exact same product is actually going to start to make you more profit and more money the longer you sell it. So a very interesting video here for a lot of you, I'm sure. But before we actually get into it, I'd really appreciate it if everyone watching went down and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and gave the video a thumbs up if they enjoy it at the end. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So guys, I'm sure you're all eager to know what the hell I'm talking about, so I've listed it out on the screen already, so you can just have a quick look and basically what the points are that I want to cover in this video and why your margins over time will hopefully increase. This doesn't include VAT, so when you get to VAT registration it's going to affect your margins, but if you're selling between £0 and £8,000 revenue per month, then VAT won't be a factor. So if we just think about this for a scenario, your margins will actually start to increase the longer you sell a product, because it almost becomes like a snowball effect. That once you get to that first page, once you've optimized your PPC, you're going to start to experience higher profit margins just from getting more organic sales. You're not going to have a high advertising cost per sale cost. So that's going to be deducted from your margins. So normally when we calculate our margins, we might have a 5% PPC cost, but when that PPC cost isn't there or it's lower, then that's going to improve our margins. Once we get more reviews and everything, we're going to get more sales. So once we start placing bigger unit quantities with our suppliers, then our unit costs are going to come down. Obviously, if I order 200 units from my supplier, it might be $5 a unit. If I'm going to order 2,000 units for them, it will be lower. They're going to give you a discount for ordering more units. So your margin in turn is going to increase because of that. The exact thing can be said for the shipping cost. When you're shipping by sea, a big change in maybe a pallet might not be that big of a change in the price. So especially when you're first starting out, when I ordered my first units and the second order, I did 2 pallets the first time, 3 pallets the second time, and the cost difference really wasn't that much at all. So my shipping cost per unit was actually less. And these little changes might not seem like much, so may go from like 70 cents to 50 cents for like the shipping and like a dollar or so for the unit. That might not seem like much. When you add those costs together and add VAT to them and then take into account the better PPC cost as being lower, this is actually going to have a severe effect on your margins, giving you that extra 4 or 5% more than you would have expected. So this really does help over the long term in making thousands of extra pounds for that product if you continue to sell it. And this is the main thing that people don't think of when they're choosing their product. And basically the sales they're looking at when they're thinking of what product they're going to go for. So I'll see a lot of people look at 150, 200 sales and these kind of numbers and think, this isn't really the money I want to be making. If I launch this product and it goes well, it's going to be making me £500, £600, £700 a month. That's not really what I wanted. I wanted a couple of £1,000s a month. But you've got to think of Amazon's growth. If you look at a growth chart of how much Amazon is growing per year in the UK, they're growing by billions in the UK in revenue. The amount of new customers coming onto Amazon is ridiculous. So you think in 5, 6, 7 years time, if you do happen to still be selling that same product, or even in 2 or 3 years time, that product is doing £500 every single month. Would that product now be doing £800, £900 every single month from Amazon growing, from your listing getting better, from you having more reviews, from you having more social proof on that listing? How much your sales is going to increase over time from Amazon's growth, from more customers, from your snowball effect? So you've got to think of the future and the longevity of your product and how much that's going to change over time in terms of sales. So if you are looking at a product that only has 200 sales, if you do well with that product, is that number going to increase over time as your listing gets better? If you become the best seller in that for that product, so you might currently be looking at average sales are 150, but the top guy is doing 350. So if you get that top spot, then you're going to get more sales, you're going to get more profit by this snowball effect. So just something to consider when you're thinking about product launch, guys, how much it's going to change over time. She might actually decide to go for a product of less sales because you can see the future of it. But that basically sums up this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, I'd really appreciate it if you click subscribe down below, hit the bell notification and give the video a thumbs up, obviously, if you found the video useful at all, and leave any comments for videos or anything like that you have in the comment section below. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys, and I will see you in the next one.